before you go live?
Too late.
Oh, hey.
We're live. We're live with the incredible Clayton Barton of howtodrawcomics.net. Talking Kozor. We were going to talk about something right before we went live. It's probably secret. Do you love me? Is it something like that?
No, it's just that I've got John Malin coming up at 5 p.m. So
no, that's cool. We could do an hour and then hit Malin.
Cool. Sweet.
That's fantastic.
Awesome.
All right.
How you going? Thanks for having me, Adam.
Yeah, it's great. Great Kozoring with you. Congratulations on this. You already are getting some action, and I think that Kozor has got a tremendous potential. It looks really cool. Let me say hi to some chat monsters who are in here saying hi. Hey, it's VileNed. Hey, VileNed. Great to see you. How you doing?
Hey. How you doing?
I can tell VileNed is psyched about Kozor. Because there's an implied exclamation point you can't see there, but it's implied. Matt Cisco, great to see you. Love hanging out with you in the chat. Nighthawk Warrior, great to see you. We're going to do an hour. And then Clayton's going to jump on with John Malin at 5, which is great. Humi, you were here earlier, and hail to you too, my friend. Great to see you. Really great to see you. This is an exciting project, and Clayton is becoming a really important part of Comicsgate. He is really, really making the rounds and supporting projects and doing interesting interviews. If you guys haven't seen his YouTube channel, shame on you. You want to subscribe to it. Your YouTube channel is howtodrawcomics.net?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just
How to Draw Comics?
How to Draw Comics. That's it.
In the chat.
It's pretty sweet. That's everywhere too, by the way. That's Twitter and Instagram and all social medias.
All right. That's a great thing to have. But definitely, guys, check it out for YouTube. And Clayton's got interviews with everybody. Everybody's been on Clayton's show. I've been on your show. But you've had that Star Wars girl. That was a really interesting interview you guys were doing about she's explaining her success with YouTube and like how she does YouTube and what really works and what doesn't work. But you have interviews with Ethan Van Sciver. Of course, you work a lot with Replicator Rob, as we call him, or Rob Replicator, Rob Arnold.
Yeah.
So that's very cool.
We've had a lot of really fun people on there. It's amazing to talk to these creators because, as you know, when you get a bunch of creators in the room, it's just an inspiring experience. In fact, that's why we wanted to get Kozor out there, because we saw all these other amazing creators putting out books. It was hard for us to just sit back and watch.
Yeah, well, you've been wanting to do now. So Kozor Descent into Madness, and I say crazy for Kozor.
Yeah.
A nightmare-fueled story of foul demons, grizzled warriors, and abundant bloodshed.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
if
want
that's not going to sell you, I don't know what will.
Yeah, that's got to sell you. All right, well, let's watch the trailer and check out the trailer and see if we can kind of pick up on the vibe in Kozor.
Yeah.
Kozor Descent into Madness features 43 full-color pages of intricately detailed art that tells a nightmare-fueled story of foul demons, abundant bloodshed, and the insidious corruption of a warrior's psyche. The story centers around a mighty warrior named Chief Baron and his clan of savage swordsmen who embark on a quest into the sacred swamplands of Nimla in search for the mysterious Faceless People, a race of submissive super soldiers who will balance out the odds in a ruthless war between man and demon. But when they're attacked by a flock of flying beasts, their journey proves more fatal than they could have ever imagined. In this campaign, backers get no less than the definitive edition of Kozor Descent into Madness, which comes complete with refined edits, additional story pages, retouched interior artwork, and new wraparound covers. If you're a fan of dark fantasy and medieval horror, this book is for you. Back Kozor Descent into Madness today, only on Indiegogo.
That looks really, really cool.
Thanks, man.
Congratulations on this. up, kid from Brooklyn? How you doing? Corey, is Corey your brother?
Yes, Corey is my brother.
You guys do kind of look alike.
Thank you.
Do you hear that?
Thank you.
Have you been hearing that? Like the two of you look alike or not really?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I think he's slightly better looking than I am, but
Really?
that's probably the only difference. Yeah, he's got the kind of longer face, the chiseled jawline. I've got the squashed head. But no, he's an awesome brother, obviously, because we're both artists and we love comic books. We're always inspiring one another and giving each other feedback. So
nice.
He doesn't hold back on me and I don't hold back on him.
So what's this? All right. I love to talk about format. So this is 48 pages in full color. So that's a big win with me. I really like to see a 48-page full color, especially for a first project, because that's super manageable to get that out to the customers.
Yep.
And you're in USD at the top, but each of these products are it's interesting how the products are listed in Australian money. Yeah,
it's unfortunate actually because it makes it appear more expensive than it actually is. But it's just that Australian currency isn't doing as well as you guys. So it's a little bit more expensive for us, but for you guys in the US, for
example, like the featured tier, which is a great place to back at, is 135 Australian, but that's only 95 US.
Yeah, and
is that right?
Yeah, 96 actually. So if you
God, my eyes.
You can see just down below that it does show your currency in USD, which is super handy to have that there.
Yeah, it's a great conversion. So, and then there are other people that are in other countries, the UK and Singapore, that support our books all the time. So you'll see some of them. Yeah, sorry about that. The screen's just a little too small for me, so I need to pick it up. I can see it on this side. Wow, guys, if you have a screen, like a big screen to look at, like look at the art just bigger and bigger. It looks more and more cool. Yeah, I'm looking at it full screen on a large monitor, and it's like holy crikeys, it looks good.
Thanks.
Is this also? This is what part did you do of the art, and what part did your brother do?
Yeah, so it's an interesting story, actually. Corey initially wrote and illustrated the original version of Kozor. And for a few years, it's just been sitting around. We haven't done anything with it. We're the only ones who have really read it, and it's never been printed. And so I said to Corey one weekend,
not even in Australia.
Yeah, not in Australia. No, it's never been printed. And so I said, hey, Corey, man, we gotta launch a campaign for this book. It's so cool because I'd go over there every weekend. I'd have a flip through it. And I'd be like, this is great. We need to get it out there.
It's really interesting.
He was a little apprehensive about that because it was done, a year or two ago. So I said, what if I went ahead and I polished up all the artwork? So I went over the line art, tweaked the colors, re-edited any of the dialogue he had doubts about, and did a cover for it. Would you be a little more receptive to launching it then? And after that, that apprehension was replaced with excitement. So what you're seeing here is Corey's artwork, but the enhanced version, essentially.
This will sell. This is going to sell some copies. So like this weird, freaky eye monster thing. Like, all right, I don't know what it is, but I should buy that.
Yeah, it comes from the mind of Corey. It's a horrifying place.
Jesus. Take him to see somebody.
Yeah, I might have to.
Well, maybe he can get his craziness all out on the page.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So this is the variant cover that Corey has done up.
Okay.
There's a cover by both him and I, which you can pick from. You can get the double pack if you'd like.
Is this yours?
This one's mine, yeah. So this is the cover I've done up for it. This is an interesting thing actually to share because we're going to be making available a black and white version of the book. So that's the cover and the interior as well. Because of the intense detailed artwork on the inside and front, we wanted to really show that off and shine a spotlight on it without the colors distracting your eye. So we're making that available too.
Very cool. So you made you created a flexible goal of, in the US, it's 1428. You're very close to making it. I'll definitely make it. Looks like today, my friend, which is great.
Yeah.
Oh, keeps going up. That's
awesome.
Did you email also your subscribers to your How to Draw Comics list?
We'll be emailing them after in a few hours, actually. Yeah.
Okay, so you got kind of a plan there.
Yeah, we got a bit of a plan there. We really wanted to show it off to you guys first.
Awesome.
Because one of the perks only has 50 available, and so we're giving you guys the chance to get access to that first before they run out.
Cool. Let's go through the. You know what? I really do want to ask you what the overall story is first. I like the idea of this just being total craziness. So who the hell is Kozor? Is that the guy with the axe?
Well, actually, what's interesting is Kozor, the book itself, is kind of in the same vein as Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, in that the story is unfolding around the central focus, which is Kozor. Now, Kozor, if you scroll down a little bit to view that cover, is the guy sitting in the red crystals with the ladies on either side of him.
That guy's Kozor?
That's actually Kozor.
I would have thought he was Kozor.
That guy's Chief Baron, right? Now
is he a little Kozor on the side? If you know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
No, he might be. He might think about it.
Could do.
Is he? He's Kozor curious. Anyway.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
But this is all right. So Kozor is literally this guy who's got the girls, which that part I like, and he's stuck in the crystals.
Yes, and he can do some amazing stuff with those crystals. He basically can. His superpower or his power is he is able to create anything with those crystals. But we don't really get into Kozor's story. In fact, we're rather looking at Chief Baron here, which is the main guy on the front there. And
you know what's so really funny is because I know your last names are Barton.
Yeah,
I kind of was thinking Chief Barton, but it's not.
Chief Barton. Yeah,
that's not me screwing around. That's the first time I've said something that's a little silly. I'm not actually screwing around with that.
Corey might have done that on purpose.
Barton and Baron. Okay, yeah. I like it. I like
totally.
It. All right, sorry. So he's Chief Baron.
Yeah, and he's this grizzled warrior, hardened by his past and the many battles that he's fought, and because of that trauma, he is somewhat susceptible and to having his mind corrupted, which you see this starting to happen as the demon Magator, who we see in the background, begins to influence his dreams and get inside
this monstrous thing in the back.
Yeah, that's Magator, and he's just this malevolent being, essentially, who's in the background, trying to corrupt. And the reason as to why he's trying to turn Chief Baron into essentially his own pawn is so that he can use him to fight against Kozor. Kozor being essentially his arch nemesis. The other counter force that's equally as formidable as Magator's own.
This is it's interesting. So this is something that your brother, like the story wise, he was working on this for a long time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's been unfolding in his imagination for many years now.
Very interesting. So it's a real serious fantasy world type of place.
It is. In fact, at the time of launching this campaign, issue 2 is almost done, and by the time we fulfill it, it will be complete. And it's 60 pages. It's even longer than this one.
Kozor 2.
Yeah, Kozor 2.
Kozor 2. Okay. And so is it going to be like, you mentioned Game of Thrones style. There'll be multiple characters in this?
Multiple characters, yes. So, this first issue really focuses on Chief Baron and his fellow warriors who end up going into the sacred swamplands of Nimla in search for essentially a super warrior being known as the Faceless. And the reason as to why they're trying to procure them is because, one, they're very obedient but very powerful, and also they're going to use them in the fight against demon and man. So that's what the story kind of revolves around in the beginning. And all the while, Chief Baron is slowly being turned to the dark side by Magator throughout the book.
Cool. How excited are you to be getting the comic out?
We're really excited, man. I mean, I tell you what, the most exciting aspect of it is not only are you guys going to be able to get it in printed form, but we finally will be able to as well. Now, at the moment, we've got it printed out, but it's kind of loose pages in a plastic slip folder. So it's going to be really excited to get
Yeah,
an
it's not
actual.
like making it a real book. Are you going to do like a perfect bound?
Probably not. Not at this point, just because we haven't done. This is our first time printing, so we want to remain on the safe side to avoid, delays. And
Well,
also,
perfect.
we
You know what? Like with you know what I mean by perfect bound, just like the a spine on it.
yeah.
Like can you
I
see
got you.
this? I don't know. That helps.
Yep.
But it's just a little bit more expensive. Honestly, it's not.
Okay.
It's not terribly expensive. And I don't know if you've looked at pricing from a couple different printers yet.
We have got a printer in mind. It's the same printer that Rob Arnold uses for his Replicator book. It's an Australian printer, which is why it's appealing to us.
Check out Mixam.com. Check out their pricing. They actually
I will.
They have operations in Australia.
Oh, great.
And they
awesome.
gave me a 5% discount because I do. I don't know. Because I'm me. So I can give you a link to that too if you want. It'll be like 5% less than the published price. There's really no limit to it. I don't make any money off of it. It's just I don't even really know how to tell people about that because it's sort of like as it comes up as I'm talking to someone. Like, but in any event, they were great to me and the quality was good. And they're based out of the UK, but they use local printers in different countries. So in Australia, I'm sure they would print locally in Australia for you and give, just the perfect bound is so nice. One of the things, just as a suggestion, maybe see what John thinks of this too, because John gives excellent advice, John Malin. But you may do a stretch goal such
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, if we hit $10,000 or whatever the number might be, it's going to be like just wild guessing it around 75 cents more at most.
Cool.
Per copy, which is pricey, but it's it's not that bad because I assume
not at all.
What's your base level? All right, so let's do the tier. I mean, the base level book is 25.
Yep, 25 USD. Beautiful.
Okay,
That's
25 USD. And do you know what the international shipping is? Violet was saying it's very reasonable.
Yes, we do. I'll have to check that myself. Actually.
Hold on, I'll just check real quick. Just for anybody in the US. It's $41. So it's less than it's less than $16, 16 plus 25 or $26. It's $41 US to get it shipped internationally. So it's a little more than it's not $20 international US. It's $41 total, so it's like $16. That's what it is. I'm supposed to do
cool.
math. Not bad.
Yeah.
Very reasonable.
Yeah, we actually, we worked it out. We made sure that we figured out what everything was going to weigh, each of the items, the packaging and whatnot. And we're not using Gemini, but we're using a similar kind of packaging, which is very durable. And I think that, they're equally as good, if not.
You'll be good. Do you use it? Is it domestic? They're a domestic source in Australia.
Yeah, they're domestic source in Australia.
It would not make sense to have cardboard, sent to Australia just to use Gemini mailers.
No.
What I use for international is something that I don't know if you know Mr. E, who does. Oh my God, Captain! I can't think of the name, guys. If you know it in the chat, but
Captain Love?
Yeah, thank you. I can't believe I couldn't think of it. Captain Love. Yeah, he showed me he uses these 2 cardboard flats and some bubble wrap or whatnot. And
awesome.
It's about the same cost as a Gemini mailer, but just for local. So it looks like your packaging is going to be fantastic for this.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Let's hit some tiers.
Yeah.
All 3 editions plus posters. I'll look at my other screen so I can actually read it.
Awesome.
Signed physical copy of Kozor Descent into Madness. Now, whose madness is it?
It's Chief Baron's madness mostly.
Yeah, he looks unhappy and crazy a little bit. He does. He does kind of look like he's
the perfect candidate. He's already halfway there.
Poor Chief Baron. He's been through a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Does he have a good woman in his life, Chief Baron?
He's got multiple women, actually, as you'll
But
see in the book.
Any
He's
good
got a bit of a
ones?
harem. No, he doesn't like any of them.
Damn it. See, it's hard to find a good one.
It is.
All right, you'll get a signed copy of a physical signed copy of Kozor's Descent into Madness, definitive edition. This is in the all 3 editions. You're definitely going to sell some of those when you're on John's for sure. John's great with directing people to the featured tier. So the cover variant by Corey Barton and the white line art edition. So the white line art edition is the black and white interior edition, right?
Yep, black and white cover and interior.
Cool. That's a total of 3 books, includes 3 high-quality A3 posters, and you also showed what the size A3 is for the rest of us people.
Mm-hmm.
So 11.7 by 16.5.
Yep.
Oh,
they'll
very
be shipped,
cool.
They'll be shipped flat as well, because those boxes I was just showing you come in an A3 size. Specially made for prints, fine art prints.
Okay. So you'll be shipping that international. You already looked into that, and it's not a terrible thing?
No, it's good. It's good. We'll take care of it.
The books will be carefully packaged and shipped to you in a sturdy mailer to ensure to arrive safely. And we've seen the mailer. Mm-hmm. Looks fantastic. This looks great. So I'm looking at the logo. Yeah, man. You guys really did a great job on this. Well, you put a lot of time into this. You've been planning this for months, right?
Yeah, man, for a few months now, and we didn't want to make it look like we're amateurs, so we really tried to take it to a whole other level. I sent this campaign out to Rob and a few other people to make sure we had a few pairs of eyes on it.
You sent it to me, and I didn't even see the link until this morning, so sorry about that. But I did look, and as I told you, it's a very solid-looking campaign.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it,
I like
especially
this.
coming.
Oh, that's a sweet thing to say, but it is what it is. It's a solid campaign. I like your background art around your art listing, guys.
Thanks.
I know that some artists and some publishers, that are in watching this, and if you look at Clayton's carefulness with laying out the art for each of the tiers, and having art in the background behind it so that it's presented nicely in the image, it really does make a difference when people are looking at it and they get kind of drawn in and they say, hey, yeah, this is a cool thing. So, Violet had a question.
Mm-hmm.
Clayton, would you be able to reach out to Liam Gray and let him know about your packaging? He was doing a live stream last night, panicking a little because he couldn't get Geminis in Australia.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's... By all means, I'm sure you can kindly do that. Hey, everybody's here to help everybody else as much as possible. So yes, Clayton, by all means, let's give Liam's a heads up if we can help him. Who knows? Maybe that was like a little bit for drama. Liam is very sharp. I'm sure he can figure out how to get his packaging.
No, for sure. Yeah. In fact, we've got an Aussie group, so I'm going to share it with everybody in that group, because it is valuable information for us who don't live in the US.
Aussie means Australia.
Yeah, that's right.
It means Australia. Very cool. Yeah, now we should help everybody that wants any kind of help that we can help them with, especially if it's just research. By all means, that's how I was saying earlier. Drew helped me from Captain Love, helped me with his international shipping because there are special rates if you're shipping something flat and it's not bigger than a certain size. But if it's a package and then in a Gemini mailer size type box, it's considerably more expensive. And when you're sending out like 500 packages, you'll notice the difference. As far as like in terms of cost, as far as like making sure you get something, packed carefully in perfect condition. I just got a picture went out yesterday from somebody in Romania who just received their College of the Dead books, and I was just really, really happy to just see like, yes, they're all there. They look safe. They look like they're in perfect condition, and that's crucially important when you're sending books out, and also to send books out whenever possible, guys. Bag and board each comic individually. I mean, if you're sending 2 comics and you made 2 sales, you can. It's not that much more expensive. It's not that much more work. You really can. It's fractionally. It's just such a fraction of a cost. It means so much to the collector to be able to get like even just like, look, this is how I personally package this book.
Beautiful, so beautiful.
Each one is individual, so it's sort of like if I give you 3 books and it's not just a shipping container. It's the presentation of the finished product,
100%.
It helps. It does help a little bit. I think it's a nice perception. ViolNet, thanks for looking out for Liam and other CG people. But I'm always saying thank you to ViolNet. Like, if you've seen my tweet, it's always thanks, ViolNet, because ViolNet's always doing great stuff.
Yeah, totally. That's great.
Yeah, if you've noticed. I'm glad you got ViolNet sub to your channel. You're going to see your channel's going to have like some extra cool things happening now. ViolNet's
I'd love that.
You know what ViolNet does, and you guys should do it too. You're comfortable with it. If you share make sure you're sub to my channel, share the interview. But when you like share out the videos and other videos that we do on our channel, like ViolNet does, it actually could be a significant difference. And we're all trying to build our platforms. So the little bits that you guys can manage to do, don't think it's not appreciated. That's why I always absolutely always try to make a point to say thank you to people that do that, because you really are helping. And it's what we need to make this viable for us to be able to make our comics and stuff. So we have to do that. So this is definitive edition. This looks great. Yeah, man, you are going to do Perfect Bound. All right, because I'm going to bother you long enough. Do Perfect.
All right. We'll make it a stretch goal.
No, yeah, make it a stretch goal, and the discount I'm going to get you will probably cover the cost. I'll send you that link. Send you that link later, man. So definitive edition. It looks beautiful. We'll make it a stretch goal, and we'll definitely raise the money. All right, you got the Corey Barton variant cover edition. So you're outselling so far. Sorry, Corey.
Look, his cover is beautiful too.
Yeah, he's beautiful in his own way, but honestly, he's not as successful as your work. Corey, you got to catch up, brother. No, he's gonna do great. My brother and I worked on my first comic that we published.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and he did a little bit of the art. But that's not really a compliment. But it is really awesome for like brothers to work together on a project. You got like the Diaz brothers as well. With
something special about it.
It's fun. It's fun. It's like your fun childhood stuff that you're able to bring, to the rest of the world. So I would honestly, though, maybe it's I don't know. He has sexy girls, so why isn't his cover selling better than yours? I don't know.
What's the featured tier looking like?
The featured tier?
Yeah. How many has that got? None
yet.
Oh wow.
Well, we got to refresh. We got to refresh.
All right,
if I refresh the wrong page, then everything falls apart. So is this the wrong page? No, it's not the wrong page. I can refresh this. Okay, here we go. We're blowing Corey away. That's the main thing. I like Corey. I'm just,
I know you're playing around.
Yeah, I'd like to meet. I don't think I've met him yet. So far we haven't sold the feature tier. You will sell feature tier on John Malin, Adam Post guarantee.
Yeah, for sure.
You have sold definitive editions, which is great. That is very iconic, that image. It's good. And, till people get to know you, sometimes they're like, all right, let me get it. It looks really cool. This is what I want. You know what I mean? And then as they know you more, you get people that are buying more of featured tiers and collections and things like that.
For sure.
And see, this is very interesting that you sold 3 of the black and white line art. Again,
I know, right?
Again, we haven't sold any of Corey.
That's so strange.
Take note, Corey. Take note. Corey's not gonna get upset by that, right?
No, of course not. No, he
this is his project. It was initially his project, wasn't it?
He got me on for a reason. But I love his cover. I'm definitely going to get the I'm going to get all of them, obviously, but if I wasn't behind the creation of it, I would get this one here, the variant cover combo, or the 3-pack.
Everybody should get the 3-pack if they can swing the $96. Get it if you can swing it. And I'll make a recommendation to you too. That's also was very useful for me for College of the Dead.
Yeah.
I wound up creating secret perks that had free shipping.
Great. That's beautiful.
Yes, but what is so cool about it or unique? The secret perks weren't for early buyers because I really couldn't do that, but it was for people who already backed the campaign. So it kind of works like an upsell. So for whoever backs the campaign, you can email them and say, hey, if you want to, you can add any one of these products. And then you kind of list all the products without any additional shipping. So then So you may have someone who, you backed me, so you'll get, you must have gotten those emails somewhere too. But it provides you links to then, go ahead and say, yeah, I want to add the Corey cover. Because people look, once they've seen you on a few YouTube shows, other than you on Malin and Vinny's and these other shows that you're going on, and Frega's later, you'll see people are like, yeah. You know what? I already backed it. Now, sometimes, I don't know, the other guys, like, they're very comfortable with letting people back things. Like if they want another copy, people will back it individually.
Yeah.
And I think it's great, but it's like, of course, if you can avoid it, you don't want people to have to pay the shipping price twice.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why it's such a good bargain to get all three, or at least two, because it's just as much to ship those as it is to
it's the same shipping fee for those three. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. I'll tell you what. You'll have, of course, the email addresses of the people that back it, so you can offer them the opportunity to add on to their order a couple of times. I did it about 3 times. The first time we got the biggest response, and then a little bit less as time went on. But I gave people, like, when they had the last opportunity to get before we did fulfillment, I would email people like kind of one last time, and we sold some additional books that people were able to get with free shipping.
Yeah, so, great.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. It's a neat thing to be able to do for people. So you do have people that are backing the variant cover combo.
Yeah.
And the main cover, is that your cover?
Yep. So this is the cover that I've done up for it. Corey told me himself he wanted to use that as the main, so I didn't argue with him.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I noticed on your channel, I don't watch it as much as I would like to, just because there's time limitations. But I noticed that you guys have other artists on, and you talk about the dynamic presentation of artwork.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is like not an accident that your cover is, a powerful cover piece.
Definitely. I mean, I really wanted to do justice to Corey's book as well. So his opinion of it mattered a lot. And luckily, when it was done, all was said and done, he was blown away by it as well. So, yeah, he's not going to be upset at all that cover is selling very well. I'm sure he's...
he's... Look, that's the other thing, too, is sometimes you think one thing's going to work, and this is why it doesn't pay to get nervous or worry. Just do a good job and see what people respond to, and do more of what people like and less of what people don't like as much. And, it just kind of evolves as it goes. But it's very cool to see the success. And you'll do a lot more publishing too, I'm sure. So this book is scheduled to ship in March, or you're just being very conservative with the time?
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that we had the book's basically done. We've just got to go ahead and polish it up now. But what we're worried about is less the production side of things and more the fact that this is the first time we're going to print. And so unforeseen issues are going to inevitably pop up.
No,
Thanks
won't.
a lot, Ranker.
I'm going to help you with all that stuff. There's no unforeseen issues. Not going to be nervous. Don't be worried. We're going to get your books out to people. You're going to love it. You're going to have a great time. Ranker, my friend Chris Rinkowitz, for $5 says, and thank you for the $5 super chat. Got the definitive. Looks great. Yeah, Chris, what do you think of this, man? This guy is he's a real talent. Chris is a super talent too.
I appreciate that.
Clayton, it bothers me that you're worried about certain things. I'm glad that you're conscientious about it, but you have nothing to worry about. Everything's going to go along fantastic.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have ditched Wenger's show, says Rocco the Great. Well, it's not really a matter. I was going on Wenger's show for months, every Tuesday and Thursday for like 2 hours at a time on each of the shows. And I love Wenger and Carl and Bears, and they're great guys. It's just, there really is a limit to the amount of time I can put into any one thing. And ultimately, you have to make choices at some point. Up until today, I've been doing like 3 videos a day on my channel.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I a little bit yesterday, I got a little
amazing.
But it's like, you kind of have to do that stuff. Like you really do have to build this up. But I will, as I told Carl and Wenger, like if they ever need something, I'm there. And Wenger, I think, is going to launch his book in a couple of days. Thank you, Rocco. we got to promote that. Like whatever any Comicsgate needs, we got to try to help each other as much as we can. He's making me nervous. Yeah, see that? He's making you nervous not because he's nervous, but because he's done such a beautiful job. You know he means that, right?
Yeah.
Is that funny? He smanged the featured tier. You smanged that? No,
Nice.
you didn't. No, you didn't. Let me see. I love Flint Flossie.
Thanks, Sky Captain.
I love Flint Flossie, and I really appreciate Ethan bringing him into our lives. Yes, you did smang it. Awesome.
That's awesome.
You tell Malin that we got it sold, and now he has to pull out his Malin powers, and he'll do it like 50 times better. But we got the first one. Well, thank you for making us so cool, and for that great super chat. Smang the featured tier. Really
Absolutely.
Cool.
Thank you for that.
You see what Rankabot is? Chris Rankowitz. He's super talent. Hey, have you? All right, I'm going to connect the two of you after or whatever. He'll get on your channel. And I got to interview Rankowitz too. See, this is the thing. I want my live. So anyway, since we're talking about me at the moment, here's my deal, guys, is I really am trying to find like my voice of like what I'm comfortable and confident like contributing consistently. So like on the Wenger show, it's a really fun show and it's just silly time. And that's entertaining and it's fun. But, you know, it's just basically, it's like just silliness and it's fun. And that has its place and that's good. On Ethan's show, if I'm on Ethan's show, I'm usually like sometimes there's a little silliness, but usually it's contributing to, we're talking about publishing or something that's like in the news or something about Comicsgate theoretically in general. But on my channel, I'm kind of like getting down a vibe of, I love like the entertainment business stuff. I like that. I like some of the news, you know, so it's, and I like talking about individual creators projects. So I'm kind of evolving like whatever I'm trying to do. And it's time consuming to do it and to have fun with it and just to get it done right. So you've got a great identity for the How to Draw Comics channel. And guys, seriously, please subscribe to howtodrawcomics.net. Clayton has everybody who's cool in CG and even some people probably who aren't cool in CG, but everybody seems cool so far. But like you've got everybody on that channel if people are interested in Comicsgate. But beyond that, he's got a lot of other creators and they talk a lot about comics and drawing, and it's very, very interesting and educational stuff. Got the 4 books, the 5 posters, and the sketch. You are all in. Ice Tray.
Thanks so much, Ice Tray.
That's a cool name.
You know, you're one of 50, man. There's only 50 of those available. So
Ice Tray. Pour one out for Ice Tray. Is that like a rap name? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Ice Tray. All 3. Oh, you know, that's different. Ice Tray. Awesome. Thank you for supporting this book. As you can see, guys, it really makes a difference. You know, you support these books and there's happiness, but it starts to become viable. So you guys get to kind of build your own comic book industry. And the kind of content that you want to see, because what it is that you support, we can do more of, you know, because we could do this as a labor of love. We do also have to at least cover our costs when we're making this stuff.
Totally. Yeah.
I hope he's wearing a skin mask from an enemy. I don't know who we're talking about.
You bet he is. It's Chief Baron. He is.
He has a skin mask?
Oh, yeah. It's some kind of sea creature warrior that he's wearing the face of.
Oh, geez.
He doesn't mess around. He's a savage.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get into that as well in the story later on in the following issues.
How he got that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow. It's pretty wild. Are you guys lettering it too?
Yes, it's all initially lettered by Corey, and he's not bad at it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the lettering. I'm looking at it's pretty capable.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty capable. It looks very nice is what I mean to say.
Thanks, Adam.
It's pretty capable. There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, you've released a few of these yourself before, so your opinion does have some weight.
I put comics on it. What I like about this is, you know, and it's a unique fantasy world. It gives you that hard-edged version of Masters of the Universe because of I don't know. I just get that vibe from it.
Totally. I can see that.
It's fantasy. It's fun. It's a passion project. And it happens time and again that, like, You know, I have it coming up with the Mermaids soon, where it's like that's the project that got me back into doing comics. That's why it's Mermaids, and it wasn't done originally for CG. It was done to be designed as a web comic, which I did a few panels of, and then I stopped it and I shelved it because it just wasn't coming together for me. So it's like, I will get back to this. But we spent a couple of years developing it, and you know, when you're in Comicsgate, you wind up doing projects that are important to you in some way, and it's cool to talk about that. And you know how that project is kind of a part of you and why you're doing it, and you know, different projects for different reasons. But that's why I'm started working on a redo of GI Jackrabbits, and we re-scripted the whole thing. And Dan Fraga is supposed to be doing the cover, but he offered to do it.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was a book that I did when I was 15 years old, like the first book that I worked on. It was the first book that I worked on that I wrote, and GI Jackrabbits, the redo, is 35 years later, like the second book that I was the writer on. I co-wrote with Professor Geek. You got to get with Professor Geek too. I gave you a list of other channels to check out, didn't I?
Man, you know what? I haven't got a list from you yet, but you got to send it to me so that I can subscribe.
I'm going to give you all the cool stuff.
I'd love that. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm always looking for cool stuff to watch.
Howdy Blackout. No, to watch, but also to get on their channels, hopefully, and talk about your campaign.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Absolutely. Professor Geek is a great writer, but he's also he is actually a teacher. He teaches classes and he teaches writing. He's very interested in comics and graphic novels. He teaches graphic novels and teaches writing. And I really like to work with teachers creatively, because I find that like they're really good listeners and they can kind of get where I'm coming from, and they're very gentle on their communications. And you've taught art as well, haven't you?
Yeah, for a few years actually.
Okay.
For almost a decade, I was teaching at various universities around Melbourne, and howtodrawcomics.net, of course, is that's what I've been doing for almost just as long.
Oh, How to Draw. That's educational, yeah. So really, people, it's a great experience. You get great relationships. Like, that's legitimate mentoring. It's funny because they want to destroy mentoring, they being like the SJWs or whatnot, or they want to make mentoring something creepy and dirty or whatever the heck. And there are people that take advantage of those relationships. There was the Warren Ellis stories and whatever the heck that was. Did a video about that too. But it's a crucial thing in society that when you have knowledge, that you have an opportunity to pass it on.
Yeah. Some would argue an obligation.
It's funny because like I'm 50 now, and it's like I really feel like whatever it is I know, I need to tell other people, as if like the world is going to end in a year. It's not, but yeah, it really does feel like it's important to pass it along. And Comicsgate is a great receptacle for knowledge, and but there's so much knowledge that comes from every direction. It's fantastic. So
Absolutely.
so this is selling as well too. The variant cover combo. So yours is the main cover.
That's
so says Corey, and so say you. And you get Corey's cover as well, which is cool.
Yes.
And then there's definitive black and white edition and the main cover.
Yeah.
Right? You get both. Oh, no. This is the main. Oh, this is two versions of the main cover. No Corey whatsoever.
No Corey on that one. Yeah.
All right. So if you want to be completely Corey free but get two covered, that's how you would do it. But I will say that that cover is not doing as well as the two color covers.
Yeah.
All right. Not yet.
They're catching up. They're catching up.
Do you think that would devastate Corey if that one really takes off? I don't think so.
It's hard to tell this early on, you know, Adam. Like, I know Rob Arnold likes Corey's a little bit better. I think that he might be trolling me a bit there. I don't know.
It's Rob
He
Arnold,
likes to do that.
He is funny. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. So many great guys in CG. And anybody who's in CG, Comicsgate, who's not a great guy, it doesn't mean they're not a great guy. It just means that you're not clicking with them. There's no evil running around. It's all people that have the same kind of ideals. It's
important to understand that as well for a lot of people. I think they think there's a big conspiracy out there, but it's just that some people don't like you, and you're not going to like some people. That's okay. We're humans.
Who doesn't like me? Let's put them down.
Oh, we love you, Adam. Everybody
All right.
loves you.
If anybody knows if anybody doesn't like me, you let me know.
I will.
Oh, wait a minute. It's me, Adam Postal. All right, I got to do the super chat, don't I? Adam, many of us look at you in CG with your business savvy. Thank you for that. Look to you. Your professional experience, knowledge, and personal sensibilities are invaluable. Thank you. Very, very kind. Very kind. Yeah, like, look, anything that we can all share that people can appreciate is awesome. Really, really. You guys are fantastic. The CG people are amazing people. Hail, Adam Postal. Hail indeed. Hail, Vinyl Ned. Hail, Hex Allen. Back at you. Very, very cool. Yeah, amazing, amazing group of people, guys. All right. We're still going through the tiers as we're blowing through and selling out tiers. Back, Kozor, crazy for Kozor. Look, you can call it Kozor Descent into Madness, but if you want to go the Adam Post way, you call it Kozor, crazy for Kozor.
Yeah,
that's what I call it. Now,
that's what it is.
In the U.S., we had something called Cocoa Puffs, which is probably now considered racist because it was chocolate cereal. But there was a commercial like that they would say, like, I'm crazy for Cocoa Puffs. So that crazy for Kozor kind of goes along with it.
I see where you're going with this.
You see where I'm going. You can find it on YouTube. But we should also celebrate that we have blown away. God, everyone's got to be on my show if they want to get rich quick. We've blown away your flexible goal. You are 100% funded.
That's amazing.
133% funded. It's not amazing. It's understandable, but it's an amazing feeling. It is an amazing feeling.
It's an amazing feeling.
See that? It's an amazing feeling.
I mean, that's 28 backers, 28 people who are going to get this book so far, which is great. Yeah,
that's 28 people on a list of, should I make predictions? I don't know. I just think you're going to do really well. See, this is a thing that people don't get as much, and maybe it's because I'm older or whatever, but I want my campaigns to do well. Like I want to do, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars on campaigns. But I think in terms of my training is you create a business. And if you create a business, it means you've got to have continuity in operations. You have to have continuity in who you're working with and what you're putting out and what you're doing. So your ideal is you put the book out, you've already planned for number 2, and then you look at, can you produce more content that's high quality and build relationships with other creators and build an ongoing thing that would be its own platform. And I don't mean platform like YouTube channel. I mean platform like a successful business where people think in terms of going to work and kind of being there and focusing on the work all day. If you want to reach out to John as a BTW, by the way, and just see what time, if he's going to be good for 5 or if he needs 5:30 or something.
No, he said 5 to he'll be on. So
5 to 5?
Yep, 5 to 5.
Okay. All right, so just keep an eye out for it. Because, guys, we're going to take the Kozor party over to John Malin's channel when John's around. All right, that's the plan, unless you need to take a break in between.
I'll probably try to wind up in about 6 minutes and just go toilet break and then jump back on.
Yep. Okay, we'll do it. So, guys, let's build it up a little bit more.
Thanks,
let's back Kozor a little bit, of course, a little bit more before we're going to lose our buddy Clayton to the next hot channel. Clayton is doing a great thing. He's doing multiple streams today, and that's getting him in front of many people. You guys will be able to kind of see him again. You'll see him, different, answering questions differently. Some of it's going to be some of the same. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah. That's what it was. You got to Google that, man. You'll love it.
Oh, well.
It'll give you some ideas. And Base Marine says Kozor goes postal. Very good. Very good. We went postal. We got funded. And now that you'll be able to extend the campaign another 30 days now because you've made your goal if you decide you want to do that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's what we'll probably plan on doing that, to be honest with you. And also
5 minutes until John starts. All right, but we're going to give you time in between.
Great.
Okay, thanks again, Lyle Ned. Any stretch
by
goals?
the way,
Not yet. Probably perfect binding for the spine, but we haven't got
Yes.
that just yet. Probably that.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Clayton.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, Adam, we're running a stream on how to draw comics as well. So I'll shoot you an invite link, and you can jump on there if you'd like to. If you've got
Cool.
some time to kill, help us celebrate, help
Mr.
meet
Corey.
Robin Core. It'd be great.
See, Ice Tray is going to see you on mailing.
Heck yeah, man. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I may go on. I don't know if John, how John wants to do anything. If John wants me, he's got me. And Frege maybe too. I may help him and jump on with you guys later and just
for sure.
make some jokes and keep it fun. Cuckoo
As always.
Are you cuckoo for Kozor, guys, or what? Are you cuckoo? Is this how we give a nice big welcome to a new Comics Geek creator? Definitely not a new artist, but this is how you do it. You support them, help share out this campaign. It's great that you can back the campaign. When you see the campaign around on Twitter, you share that campaign, you like it. One of the things I like to do, is if I see someone's campaign, I'll retweet it. But if I can think of something clever to say, because it also catches people's eyes, I'll say it. I used to do that on the Magic Cop ones all the time because there was something very cute about Phil and his brother making their comics. So I would think of like funny things to say. Cuckoo for Kozor, whatever you want to say, anything that helps get some eyes on it. It's really appreciated. Yeah. And even though Facebook is not what it used to be, sharing it on Facebook too, guys, is really helpful. Cuckoo for Kozor puffs. That would be a stretch goal. Frege, I think, is 8 o'clock tonight. So let's talk about the rest of your schedule. You're going to be in a few places.
Yeah, we're going to be in a few places. So we've got Malin coming up next, and then we're going to be on Vinny Tartamella's channel at 7 p.m. We've got Dan Frager at 8 p.m., Mandy Summers at 9, Clint Stoker at 10, and Michael Bancroft at 11 p.m. And then
Bancroft is great. Mandy is fantastic. Mandy has built her channel and built her platform. Like,
they're incredible people.
Yeah, from zero to tremendous. Vinny is great. And Bancroft is just kind of like out of the blue successful.
Yeah, fellow Aussie.
He just worked hard at it. He's such a great example.
Absolutely. He's an amazing guy.
Party. It's going to be a Frege party.
We're excited.
All right.
It's going to be wonderful.
Guys, I'm going to wrap this stream because when you're doing streams and running from place to place like this, it really is helpful to just have a couple of seconds to hit the restroom and get a breather, have a drink or something like that.
Heck yeah.
I would like to stream more, but let's just keep it focused to Kozor. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting Kozor. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for being here. It's really like helping a ship launch. It's really helpful. Yeah,
thanks everyone who backed.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
He really, really appreciates it more than you know. It's like such a validation to get support, especially from other creative people too. And I know a lot of you guys have your own campaigns. Clayton, I'll follow up with you with whatever
no worries, Adam.
Stuff I said.
Thanks so much.
All right,
thanks so much for having us.
And hopefully I'll see you again on other streams tonight.
For sure. I'll catch you in a bit. Bye.
Thanks again, guys. We appreciate you. See you soon with another video. If I don't see you, I will miss you.